Hi guys, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds and my buddy Zoe. So, I hope you can tell how much better she's doing. She has gained some weight. She's a happy dog. She's full of kisses all the time. Just trying to get her to stop doing the face, but we'll see. Yeah, you excited? I'm talking, so it must be to her, right? Anyway, thanks for joining me at Deb's Cool Finds. Maybe she'll come up here. You come up here? No? Sorry. If you have not joined me before, thank you for coming and checking out my channel. I have a big old Temu haul here for you. So we will get into that. There might be some Zoe items in here. Exciting, Miss Zoe. There might be stuff for you. Yeah. And this was my dog Bella. She passed a while ago. Was it last year, guys? Help me remember. Yeah, it was last year, right? And then I got Zoe. I rescued her. She was abandoned and she was skin and bones, and now she's doing so good. She's so good on walks. She's pretty much got sit down. Sometimes she forgets, but we're working on it. She went into heat right after I got her, so we're waiting for that. It should be over now. And then we're gonna get her. I'm gonna get her spayed, and of course, I'm gonna get her into some puppy training classes, and we're gonna have some fun. But anyway, let's get into this Temu haul. There's some things in here I really, really want. So this first item, there it is. This is the first item I got a great deal on. So one of you told me about this and you thought it would fit in with my fake Lego beach scene that I have going on in my bedroom, because that's my dream, right? Not to be out of Lego, but to be real. She's abandoned us. She's left us. But anyway, it was a lot of money and I didn't really want to pay that, but I thought I'll put it in my cart after you told me about it, and I'm so sorry. I forget who told me about it. I'm so sorry. I don't remember the name because I'd give you credit. But anyway, so I put it in my cart, and I hoped I'd get one of those amazing Temu texts or emails that say, hey, this item in your cart has dropped in price, and it did. So I got it for $8.49. It is going for, see what a great deal, it is going for $22.57. So that's a great deal, right? It is a 1,092 piece Lighthouse building block set. Mixed colors, durable ABS material, blah, 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 blah. It's got a first floor, it's got a second floor, it's got a third floor, and it's got, wait for it, a rotating lighthouse blocks. What? So, yeah, it is going to be 12.20 inches tall and 5.71 inches wide. It's got all kinds of details. It says it's got treasure chests, seagulls, fishes, and caves. What? Yeah, and it's got a rotating base. Shake the base handle and the light will rotate accordingly. I don't know. This sounds so cool. So one of you told me about it, and I had to go check it out, and I bought it. So she was just laying gorgeously at my feet. She's always at my feet, or on my head. It's a giant box that is fully loaded with Lego. So these might be the bigger Lego pieces since it's in such a big box. The one I just finished, I got to get a picture of it online for you. I finished the Sears Tower. I will not call it the Willis Tower. Chicago is my hometown for the vast majority of my life. And it was the Sears Tower. I worked in it. I lived downtown for a while, so it's the Sears Tower. I don't care what anybody says. But anyway, it's huge. First I bought one and it was like this big. And the purpose of it is at work I have a whole little, shopping center set up. Allergies. Shopping center set up on my desk that's one size of Lego bricks. And then on my windowsill behind me, I have the teeny tiny ones that I bought and be like, I didn't know the building was this tall. So I wanted to put skyscrapers behind it to make it look like my downtown. So I got the Sears Tower and it was like this big. It didn't work, right? So I have it there, but I have it on a box and it's just, the scale's wrong. So I'm like, oh, I'll get this one. And again, did not follow my advice to you all. Read the dimensions. Got it, and it's like this tall or more with the little towers on top. It's huge, but it's the bigger Lego pieces, and it came in a box about this big, so I'm assuming these are the bigger ones. But so it's got a light on the top, and then It's something The Good Day. I don't know what that is. And then here it says Sea Island Lighthouse. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's got a little thing here for the light, I guess. And there's more stuff. It's just so cool. Like I said, 1,092 pieces. Yay! That'll keep me busy for a little bit. The Sears Tower I built in, I believe, a day. Just a lazy Saturday. Because, you know, I don't have a life. But, you know, whatever. I'm trying to show you. So, okay, we got a box and a box. Okay, that's explanatory. I gotta clean this room out. I don't know what to do about this room because the doors were bifold doors, and when the HOA came and they leveled my house with piers underneath, things got wonky, so the other owner put these bifold doors in this guest room, but once the house got leveled, they no longer fit, so I took one of the doors bifolds off and it's laying down here, and the other one's up there, but it's not. When it's completely open and bifolded, whatever, it fits, but when you pull it out, because of the leveling, it comes out of the track, so there's no door on here. And my son just told me that he's hoping May 3rd through the 6th that him, his girlfriend, and little Charles, if you watched my Christmas video, you met them, they'll be coming up and they want to stay in my guest room, so I gotta clean it all up because it's just been like a storage room lately, and figure out the door. I don't know what to do. I'm hoping maybe just tell them I don't know what to do with the doors and maybe you can help me when you get here, but I don't know if I have to replace them or what, but anyway, a lot of stuff to do, but I'm excited about them coming. Okay, these are the big old Legos. I'm not taking them all out. Oh, let me show you them. Okay, the instructions are a book, so it's a legitimate, it's a book, but it'll tell you how to build it very easily. The back of the book shows you all the different pieces and how many there are of them. There's another page of that, so there's 4 pages of that, 5 pages of that, so there's a lot of pieces in here. There's the outcome down there, but at every step, so you're in number 1, and then this bag is labeled 1, so all the pieces in this bag will go to build whatever is step 1. They tell you the pieces, the size, the quantity you need, then they show you how to build it. Very easy to follow. The only confusing thing gets a little bit between the colors. If you've got like a light gray and a dark gray pieces and then a brown, sometimes on the pictures you're like, which color am I using? And you gotta try and figure it out. But anyway, so then it comes in this, and then there's a bunch of littler bags in there. But these are the bigger size Legos. Let me get that. I'm going to show you. It's got a black line on it, so it's not going to let me show you. There we go. But you see this greenish piece right there? See the hole in it? So that's as big as the little, here they are. Whatever those things are that, I don't know what it's called, but the pieces that, you know how you stick them together? Anyway, these are the larger size Legos. So if you don't like working with the mini micro Legos, this might be a good set for you. So I'm excited about building this one, and thank you again for telling me about it, because I am thrilled. That's going to be a nice piece added to my display. So now I got some things for, where did she go? Oh, she's right there. She's blending in with my carpet. She's just completely lame. I got something for her. So at first she wouldn't play with anything, right? No, none of Bella's toys. She wouldn't play with anything. And then the lady who had found her abandoned, who then, you know, was like, somebody want to take the dog, here's how I found her, and I got her. Within maybe 10 minutes of me being at the lady's house, Zoe just curled up at my feet, as content as could be, and was asleep, and the lady's mother said, I think she's adopted you, I think you gotta take her. I'm like, yeah, I am. And she's been by my side ever since. But anyway, she gave her this little stuffed lamb, and she's like, oh, take the toy with her, and she could care less about it. And then after like a couple days of being here, she tore the little lamb's head off, and so I'm like, okay, she's playing with something. Yay, stuffed animals. So I got her some at Dollar Tree, because I'm like, I'm not going to spend a lot. She's going to just shred them, number one. And number two, if she doesn't care about them, I only wasted $1.25. But she has been. She like lay on my bed when we're going to sleep, or I'm watching a movie before I go to sleep on my bed, and she's just tearing apart one of her little stuffed animals. she now is playing. I have a big Kong thing that you unscrew it and you can put in treats in there, screw it back on, and there's a hole on the front, and it's a weighted bottom on this thing. It looks like that. And then the dogs have to push it around and around until a treat will fall out of the hole. It took her forever, but she's figured that out. So she will do that. And then I have a Kong that I fill with peanut butter, and she will play with that. But like chewy bones, or not chewable bones, but you know, chewing on bones, Nyla bones, those kind of things that I had to get for Bella. Excuse me, my nose itches. She won't play with yet. So I saw these stuffed animals and I'm like, oh, I'll spend a little more on them. This one was $2.88, so not a ton, but it's huge. It's bigger than I thought. Yay. All right, I paid $2.88. It is now, oh my gosh, it's now $5.55. So I got these on another one of the Temu deals. So I put things in my cart. Hopefully, I'm waiting for an email or a text. If it's something I don't need immediately, saying, hey, it's on sale, and then I wait till I get enough to order, and if it's still on sale, I order. That's how I got this. It's a bite-resistant, gentle care, plush, squeaky dog toy. Soft chew toy for medium to small breeds, whatever. Oh my gosh, a large breed could do this. This thing is huge. It's got interactive sound effects for play and training, ideal for aggressive chewers. We shall see. But anyway, look how adorable. Look like a little flying duck. Whoa, 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 whoa. And she hasn't played with, oh, who sent it? Oh, I got a retention. Was it Darlene or what? He sent me the amazing stuffed toy that she's trying to pull it, that Bella loved. She hasn't started playing with that one yet either, but hopefully she'll do this one. So so far I don't see any squeak. So I don't know what they were talking about when they said it makes noise, because nothing in here. She don't need the squeak, but it's just something you got to worry about them chewing. But anyway, there it is. There's our duck. I don't see a squeak to it. I got the large sized one, which is 17.7 by 15 inches. I believe I got the large size one. And they come in a small and a medium. But do you want this? What is this? What is this? Do you want it? Come get it. Come up here and get it. Do you want it? Come here. Hi. 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 That's what I wake up to every morning. She's licking my face. Hi, beautiful. All right. There you go. There's your toy. You can go get it. All right. There you go now. Can you get down? Can you get down? Hi, beautiful. Can you get down? I'm right here. I'm just talking to the people, okay? All right. You can go get your toy. All right. That's one of them. I think I got another one. All right. This one's smaller. Look at this one. Ooh, that's for you too. This one, and it costs more, so that's weird. That's a great deal for $2.88. This is called an interactive squeaky plush dog toy for $3.09. It is now $3.51. They have this color, and then they have a blue and pink elephant. And then they got this little dude, which they say is a dog. Oh, and it is. That's a little dog. Got his little ears. Got little arms to chew on, little legs. I don't see a squeak. I see no squeak. Oh, got a retention. There is a squeak, and it's got that. You hear that crackle noise that the dogs like? Got the crackle and the squeak. Not sure? All right, I'm gonna put them up there. You can go get them. You know how to get up. It's up here. Look, it's up there. Go get them. Silly goose. All right, next page. All right, this one I got a different one an earlier haul, and she loves this. Loves it. If you can't figure out how to get up there, you can get up there. You can move Bella. Come on up. Come up. But anyway, these are those licky pads. So they call it PetLick silicone dog licking mat. I got it for $2.18. It comes in this blue, this purple, an orange, and a gray. It is now $2.71. But they are great. What I do is when I leave in the morning now, she doesn't get as anxious when I go to work because she gets her licky pad. And I take peanut butter, try not to talk too much while the crinkling noise. So I take peanut butter and you spread it all in all these nooks and crannies and everything. You just spread it all in there and you get it all in there. And then it's got these suction cups on the back. And so it sticks to your floor. I put it on my kitchen tile floor, put the peanut butter in there, and then she just goes at her peanut butter, and she doesn't care as much that I'm walking out the door. She doesn't like follow me to the door and cry or anything. She's good with her, I can't see the peanut butter. She knows that word. But she's really good with it. So this one's really cute. It's got like little lines. It's got little bones. And then this kind of a design. So the reason why I want more than one of these is currently her current one, it's in the shape of a dog bone, is full of peanut butter, and it's in my freezer. I put it in there last night because if you freeze it, first of all, it's a cool treat in the summer months. But second of all, it takes them longer. So it's more of an activity level. And licking for dogs gets some of their anxiety out. So it's a great tool to have if you have a little bit of an anxious dog, or you just want a dog that loves peanut butter and you want to give them a treat or a distraction or whatever. So you can use it with regular peanut butter and just instantly put it down, or you can put peanut butter, freeze it. You can also put yogurt. It's good for dogs. You can put yogurt in there and do that with it. But since it's going to be sitting there all day long when I'm at work, I don't want to put something that can get icky, you know, with warmer weather or whatever. So I do the peanut butter. So this is her second one. It is about, it's 6.1 inches, 6.10 inches each way. So a nice little peanut butter treat pad. I was very excited to open this package because I wanted another one. I want to be able to give her one and have one in the freezer waiting for the next day of work. And then I have something for me. Sorry, girl. So at work, my purse I have to put on the floor, or I guess I could put it up on my cabinet, but I like to have it near me, so I put it on the floor, and I don't really like that. So I wanted one of these, and I swore I had ordered it before, but I haven't seen it in my house, so I guess I didn't. I paid $3.06, and I got 2 price adjustments on it already. And it is called a foldable metal purse hook with sea turtle design, because, you know, me and the sea. But it's a great thing to have with you, especially if you go out to dinner, out to a show, places like that, and you don't want to put your purse on the floor. You don't want to really hang it on the side. They say don't hang it like on the back of your chair, because pickpockets will walk by, and she thinks I'm talking to her with my hands. Sorry, baby. But they'll walk by and they can like take your wallet out of it or whatever. It's easy. So if you get one of these, they're so cute. First of all, it's in a heart shape, and it's a beautiful blue sea turtle, so it's gorgeous. But you just put it on the table, and then this little hook hangs underneath, and then you can hang your purse on there, and the weight of the purse holds, you know, the hook on there. So you can hang stuff right there, you know, between your legs or right next to you, so it's kind of out of the way where people walking behind you can't take it. And then it just crumbles back down into this adorable little thing that you keep in your purse. But I want it at my work, at my desk, and then you just unfold it like that, turn that one, and there it goes. And I believe, yeah, and it's got a no-slip backing on it. So yeah, it just hangs there on the table, and the weight of your purse holds it. So I've been wanting one of these forever. I think that's beautiful. They have all different kinds on Temu, of course. It is now $2.69, if I didn't say that. But yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect. So they say you can use it for, you know, your purse, hang your keys. Maybe you bought something in a bag and you stop for lunch and you have this bag. You're like, where do I put it on the floor or whatever, and you can hang it with this. But yeah, I've been waiting for that. I've wanted one of those forever. Alright, I'm always telling my mom, I used to tell her, don't hang your purse like that, because she'd have her purse hanging on the back of her chair and she wouldn't have it zippered, so very easily to nonchalantly walk by with your arm down, grab the wallet, and just keep walking. So it was dangerous. I got her another bandana because we're going to start walking at the harbor more, especially when she gets spayed and gets trained. This one I got for $1.36, and I got a price adjustment. If you don't know how to do those, I do have a video on that. I don't know where she went. She left me? That's unusual. Oh, she's in the closet. Alright, so I got her a little bandana because of what it says. It says, I love my mom. Is that adorable? And it's a pretty pink color. I hope it fits on her fat little neck. If not, I will just tie the ends to her collar and then just have the back on her back and not like tie it on her neck. just tie it to her collar or pin it to her collar, something like that. But they're adorable. I love these bandanas. And Bella never would let me put them on her and keep them on. So I haven't put Zoe's on yet, but I'm hoping she lets us. Come here, Zoe. Come here. Will it fit around your little fat neck? Oh, it does. I could just pin it there and put a little button on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Zoe. There she is. There. She's going to model it. There. It's on her. So it has a little bit of room there. I can just tie it to her little collar. Hi. Or spin it around her collar. But she looks so cute in her pink. Yes. You look beautiful. Hi. Hi, baby. Say hi to the people. Say hi. No? You're not going to say hi? Okay. Say hello. Over here. There's Zoe. All right. Get down, silly. All right. Are you going to stay up there for the next one? Oh, no. You're leaving me? Okay. Well, you're not leaving me. You never leave. Okay. What is this one? Oh. Okay. So I bought this for $1.91 because I'm starting to do my nails again. Now, I used that cat's eye nail polish, but I didn't use it correctly. So I polished it on there and it just doesn't dry. It never dries. So then I started putting it under my UV light and doing that to it, and then it kind of dried, but not really. And then I put a top coat on it, and then I put it back under the UV, and then it dried. But that's not correct. So I finally actually did something intelligent, and I looked at the directions. And what they tell you is you put one coat, you put a base coat, and then you put one coat of this nail polish on, and then you take a magnet and you hold the magnet over it, and then all of the little glitter in there is supposed to go and accumulate in a little circle and make it look like a cat's eye. And then they said, don't cure that, then put a top coat on it, and then you cure it under the UV light. So I do have to try again, but I'm trying. So then I saw these and my love of the ocean, and I was like, okay, I need these. So I spent $1.91. I got 3 price adjustments. I spent less than that. They're now $1.35, which is better. It's called a set of Summer Underwater World nail art stickers featuring marine life themes, including clownfish, sea turtles, starfish, seahorses, life buoys, shells, bubbles, corals, octopuses, aren't they octopi? Bows, conches, oh my god, this goes forever. Seabirds, and more. Suitable for personal DIY use. So yeah, you could use them for anything. You could use them, you know, for, she's drinking water. You could use it for scrapbooking, for crafts, but you can also use them for nails. They are like not flat stickers, so there's a 3D kind of feel to them, so that's cool. Like they'll stick up a little. They're beautiful colors, so I think they'll stand out really nicely on your nails. But yeah, look at those. So yeah, they do have a little bit of a depth, to a little height to them. But like, oh, like that one would be pretty with the pink. They're adorable. There you go. Oh, that seashell would have looked cute. They're gorgeous. It says you just, you know, apply your nail polish, let it dry, clean the surface. Take tweezers to get the sticker, put the sticker on the nail, put on a top coat, and then you're done. When the light is over, it's done. Okay. Anyway, there they are. It doesn't say how many there are. They are very tiny. The sheet of them is 3.32 inches wide and 4.92 inches tall, if that helps you out at all. But let me show you some of these on the nails, and you'll see like they added multiple ones and made like little scenes. So yeah, really pretty with the blue. It's really pretty. Yeah. So we got that. So some stuff for Zoe and some stuff for moi. And I think I have one more thing in here. 2 more things in here. All right. Let's go to the last 2 things. This little thing. Oh, of course I had to get these when I saw these. I got this for $1.04, but I got 2 price adjustments. Got a lot of price adjustments on this order, which, you know me, I love. And they are now 71 cents, so it's a nice price adjustment. And it's just a pair of vintage Bohemian dog dangle earrings. And they're my baby. So they're just a nice size to them. They're little, but not too little. But look at them. They're pit bulls. Stop swinging around, Zoe. Here we go. Can we do this better, Mama? Maybe. There she is. Look at that puppy. So they're adorable. They come on like the little fish hook. They're just playing on the back. And then they've got a cute little happy smiling pit bull on them. So adorable. Yes, Mama likes those. She laid down again. So those are adorable. And then we have one more. This again for Mommy. This one I saw, it was so cute, and then I saw the price. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And I got a price adjustment. So I spent $2.53 minus the price adjustment, whatever that was. It comes in a red, a yellow, and a blue. I got it in what they call as the red. And it is now $2.36, and it's called a Golden Owl Rhinestone Sweater Necklace. I don't know why, but... So the chain came separate, so let's... I mean, it comes together with it, but it's in a separate bag, which I will reuse that nice little jewelry bag. So it's this chain. It's very, very gold colored. It's a nice long chain. So this would be good with sweaters. The blue is really pretty, but I have so many blue things. I have to keep talking myself into buying other colors. The chain length is 27.5 inches. So nice chain length. You can just put over your head. You don't have to undo it. Come down nicely, but let's put the charm on it, right? Okay. And the charm itself is 2.5 inches by, tall by 1.38 inches wide. Okay, I do not call this red. I call this a pink, which is cool. And she is beautiful. I would love her in the blue also. But it's an owl. But look at her. She is blinged out. So there's your little charm holder under my fingers, and then she hangs. She's nice eyes. But all that bling, look at those eyes. She's sitting on a stick. There's the back of it. But there you go. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love her. Let's put her on a chain. Let's put her on this way. So I can close it with my right hand, but actually I don't have to close it because it is long enough to, and I put it on backwards anyway. It's long enough to just go over my head, which is cool. You know, a lot of things go over my head. But anyway, there she is. And there she is. So she hangs nice and long right at the cleavage point. But yeah, she is beautiful. You see her? She's beautiful. All right, I really like that. It's nice and noticeable, but not like too noticeable. Just really pretty. Let's just hope those rhinestones stay on there, but it's so pretty. And then her chest is made up of those other little like frosted kind of looking stones. It's really pretty. Really pretty. All right, cool. And let us verify one last chance that that's everything I had in this order. I can't wait to do my Lego Lighthouse. I'm so excited. And I want to get it done. Where I was even more excited was because I want to get it done and have my little beach thing totally done. Well, not totally done. Nothing's ever totally done with me. But done when my son gets here, so I can show him and little Charles and everything. That whole design, since I won't be able to see my work one. But now I have it on my dresser. It's like kind of crowded there, so I have one wall left. There's no furniture on it. And if you see my house, I put furniture or pictures or something, every space available. If you don't like busy, you would not like my house. But I love it, and that's what's important, right? So I want a long table or something, or desk or table, whatever, to put that whole set on. So it can be all on its own with the blue paper, water paper under it, and just be real pretty. So I want to do that, and then have my dresser just be my dresser. That's my intention, but I don't know if I can find an inexpensive table to put in my room. I don't want to spend any big money on it. It's just going to be holding my my obsession. But anyway, so I'm gonna get that done. I gotta fix this room all up again, and because I've just, like I said, been using it as storage. It's still better, you know, if you've been watching, this was just cram-packed with stuff, and that's gone. Closet, I got 2 big boxes in there to take to charity. to drop off, you know, at Goodwill. So I want to get those out of there. I would love to hang, remember the shelves I bought for the guest bathroom? Never have hung them yet. So I want to get that done and get that little lucky thing out of there. So yeah, I got some work on the next weekend or two to get done for them to come up. And then my parents, the reason he's coming up here, my son down here, he lives in Knoxville, is my parents who lived in Chicago the whole time with me. We both moved down here at the same time to the Dallas area. He lived with my brother and I live with my kids. And then just this past year or two, I don't know, God, time just flies. I don't even keep track of it. But they've moved in with my other brother in Jacksonville, Florida. So last time you saw them was on my cruise that I went on with my aunts and my parents. So if you saw those videos, you saw my folks. My dad is 91 and my mom will be 84 in August, and they're still doing well. My mom has a bit of dementia or Alzheimer's, I'm not sure which it is, but yeah, that's going on. And then my dad is doing very well. Just had his knee replaced, so he's did very well, much better than they even thought. So that man just keeps on going. He's an Energizer bunny, that man. But anyway, so they're flying up here. I think they come in on next Friday. That's coming up Friday, which for me, today, like tomorrow is going to be Easter. Well, tomorrow is Easter. So the Friday after Easter, depending on when I post this. But so they're coming up, and then they have a boat here that they used to use, and my dad's giving it to my son, who's probably the only one in the family that will really get use out of this boat, other than my daughter would have, but her fiance has a boat, so there's that. So anyway, so he's going to, last I heard, unless his thing changes, he was thinking about flying down here and then renting a vehicle, because his vehicle cannot tow the boat yet. He's going to have to figure something out with that. But so he was thinking about renting something here to tow it up to Knoxville. And then he's going to trade in his car for something that will tow it, which he was wanting to do anyway, trade in his car, because he's thinking about moving to Virginia, and then he wants a whole nother car for that, ocean, like, kite, I don't know. He's got all kinds of plans, that boy. But anyway, that was his latest plan. I don't know if that's still sticking with all three of them coming down here or not, but yeah, so hopefully I can get some video of them here, but I don't guarantee anything. I don't know what we'll be doing, if anything. But I'm excited to see them. So that'll be fun. So I'm going to get the parents here and everything. So yeah, he wants to come down while they're here so they can go pick up the boat. My dad can tell him anything about the boat, get it all ready to, you know, help him figure out what he needs to do mechanically on it and all these kind of things. Give him all the scoop. Get it out of storage for them, and yeah, do the whole thing. So perfect timing for that with them both meeting up. And then Memorial Day weekend, I don't know if this plan still stands with now the boat trip, but they are going back to Virginia. No, I keep saying Virginia. It's not Virginia. It's Wilmington, North Carolina, right? Wilmington. They're going back on another trip to check it out again in a different, you know, little summer, more summerish, over Charles's Memorial Day break from school. Check it out again. Look at houses and stuff, and they wanted me to go on that trip, so I'm going to see how I can figure that out with Zoe, what I can do with her. She hates crates or kennels, so I can't do that to her, at least the smaller kind, you know. So I got to figure out doggy care or whatever, if I can afford it, plus the flight there, plus the hotel. Yeah, it's a lot of unexpected expense, so we'll see. But he wants me to move up there with him, and I'd love to. It just seems astronomical to me on my own. Like when I moved here to Texas, that was one thing. It's like I had the finances, I bought a house, I worked from home, which was the biggest thing. I worked from home, so a job was secure. This move, I don't work from home, so it would be, I have to find a job in another state, and it took me 7 months to find my job, and I've been laid off 3 times in the last like 5 years, so that's scary as heck, and it's just my income, and I'm getting this house saleable, with all of the, I mean, nothing major, but like it does need a new air conditioner, so that is major, central air, but She keeps holding on for me, but I'm sure new owners would want new. And then flooring, because the dogs, at least the carpet, which is in both bedrooms and the living room. So new carpet, and then all of the wall repairs from the foundation settling. So there's a huge crack all along that headboard from that wall to that wall, and then there's some cracks in the corners. So that's, so, and then maybe painting kitchen cabinets and modernizing that a little bit, putting these doors on. Yeah, you know, it's just those things that just add up financially, time-wise, skill-wise, frustration-wise. Yeah, the whole thing is just, and then do I move there? Are they for sure staying there? I don't want them in 10 years to move, and now I'm stuck at that age by myself. Yeah, it's just, if any of you have done this, let me know how it worked out, because I'm scared. But it is my dream to live at the ocean. So, dream scared, dream scared. Anyway, and then with everything politically, with, you know, all the scares, people keep talking about Social Security and different things. I'm going to have to live on freaking Social Security. I do not have savings or anything after everything that's happened with me. So, anything happens to that, that's scary as heck. And how would that figure in? And yeah. So, anyway, that's that. But otherwise, we're going to have a great Saturday here. I'm not doing anything for Easter, so if you also don't have family or friends or anything to do anything for Easter, no, I'm thinking about you. Think about me. And let's just enjoy ourselves. Let's have something special to eat, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be Eastery. This is something to just treat yourself. Treat yourself tomorrow. And think about the meaning of it, however, whatever that means to you. I'm not going to say religious things or anything, but whatever that means to you, even if it just meant a family gathering that, you know, you used to love and you no longer have, or remember the people that used to be there. I remember my grandma on my mother's side. She always had Easter, and I told you before, she was a tiny lady and she always made tiny things. So she'd have little tiny cupcakes with a little jelly bean on top for Easter, and then she always made a lamb cake. Have you ever seen those? You know, in the form and everything comes out in the shape of a lamb, and something on it always looked goofy, so her daughters would always make fun of it, you know, just kind fun, but you know, and yeah, and it was always, for us it was, because we're Polish also, but it was a ham, it was 2 kinds of Polish sausage, it was the kind you boil and cook, you know, regular Polish sausage, and then what's called fresh Polish sausage, which I really love, and then horseradish, and deviled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, you put horseradish on top, mwah, clears out the sinuses for sure. Help me now, probably. Oh my gosh, we'd have the cake, the little tiny cupcakes, little teeny tiny cheesecakes, and that's where I got my like entertaining from. She'd also have like, I don't know if they still do them. They probably do more modern, but she, you know, was on a very strict budget. She was by herself, and she was a factory worker at times, and she sewed for people at times, so very poor. So she'd have these plastic things, and you'd put them together, and one made like a tree, or like a, you know, it was multi-layered things that you could, I don't know what they're called, but anyway, multi-layered serving things. And so she'd have like a little row of, you know, teeny tiny cheesecakes, and another row of teeny tiny cupcakes, and another row of some other teeny tiny desserts. and oh, and this, so her kitchen was really small. Girl, Joey, I'm thinking about you. But her kitchen was very small, and so she had like a longer living room. So what she'd do is the guys, there weren't many guys in the family, it was my dad, and then when the twins' husbands sometimes came, mostly came, but mostly didn't help all that much. And then my other aunt had a husband partway in there. But anyway, the guys would go out, and she'd have this giant sheet of plywood, and that she saved in a shed in her backyard. And so they'd take the kitchen table and move it into the living room, and then they go get this giant plywood and a card table, so 2 tables apart like that, and then we'd get the big piece of plywood, you know, 8 feet by whatever it was, and put that on top of there, and then she'd put tablecloths on it, and so she'd have the meal in the living room, so we could all kind of sit around it. So that I remember very well. And then she would, even though she was poor, she would get the little plastic Easter eggs, you know, kind you can open in half, right? And she'd put money in them. It'd be pennies and nickels and dimes. But back then, bought stuff, right? I could take it to the candy store and she'd put a little piece of candy in it and stuff, and then they'd hide it. But the funniest part, they'd hide it in the house, all around the house. But the funniest part was no matter how many years they did it, no matter how many people helped with the hiding, she'd know the number of eggs she hid. So say there was 100 eggs and there was 4 of us kids, me and my 3 brothers for a while. The cousins didn't come around till later. But so the 4 of us, so she knew we each got 25 eggs today. It wasn't that many. She's like it. Anyway, so they knew how many we'd get, and we'd end up going, and at the end, I'd be like, I got 20, I got 15. And be like, oh my gosh, where's the other ones? And every year there were eggs. No one remembered where they hid. So I don't know when she finally passed and my aunts went and cleaned out the house if they ever found missing eggs. But luckily they were plastic. It was okay. But anyway, those were our traditions, and it was great. We do the Easter baskets at home before we come to my grandma's house for Easter. Hi, Miss Zozo. How you doing, my babe? How are you? You saying hi to the peoples? Hi. There you are. You're always sleeping. I love it. Yeah. You're such a good girl. You so really are. And you're so smart. She's so smart. Yes, you are. She was so good yesterday. Whoop, that's okay. Yesterday, we were out, and I don't know if you ever watched my videos from before, but the embezzling HOA board member? Okay. He was out there with his dog, and he always used to call Bella Cujo, because when they'd come by the house to do stuff, she'd bark, which is her job, but she would bark quite a lot. See what I mean? But anyway, so he called her Cujo, but when she was out and walking, she was a perfect little girl. And his dog would go crazy. Well, his dog was kind of going crazy, and Zoe was just kind of looking at her and pouncing, and he's like, oh, it really looks like she wants to play. And I'm like, well, I'm not sure. I rescued her, so I want to keep her. But we talked for the longest time, and she just laid at my feet and just kind of cuddled there, and then she'd like pounce at the dog and she wanted to play, and then she'd look at me like, why isn't she playing with me? And then the dog would bark at her kind of viciously, and then finally, we were there for quite a while, and finally Zoe kind of got fed up with it, and she just made just like little vicious pounce. I mean, it was legit from standstill to poof. And then the kind of, and then she'd look at me like, uh-oh, you know, like, am I in trouble? I'm like, that's good, you're protected, Mama. And then she'd like come by my legs again. So it was quite adorable. Oh, my battery's dying. So anyway, but she didn't bark or nothing. So she barked, but she would stop herself. So she was very well behaved. She's a very good girl, very smart. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go before my battery totally dies. Love you guys. Happy Easter. And like I said, treat yourself, do something special, have some fond memories, and think of me, and I'll be thinking of you guys, so none of us are alone. Okay, guys, love you. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye from me and Zoe.